Hello. Thanks for joining me for this video where I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite snacks to take during travel. So I wanted to do this video now because it's summertime and a lot of us are taking road trips or flying somewhere and we're just unsure of what would be good keto type items that we could take, kind of nervous maybe about taking a flight somewhere that we're going to get somewhere and not have options for snacks, or maybe you don't snack on keto, which I find to be most of the time most people aren't big snackers, but when you're traveling maybe you're thinking you might want something that you can snack on because you're not sure when you're actually going to be able to get a meal that you feel like you would want to eat and that kind of qualifies for how you are now wanting to eat. So you need some quality things that if you need to eat like a snacky lunch or dinner or something like that to get you through, that will work. So I'm going to give you those tips today. My family and I are getting ready to leave for a road trip. We're not going too far, just a few hours away, but we will be traveling for a couple of days, and we are compiling our snacks that we will be taking with us, especially for the kiddos. So I'm going to share with you the things that my husband and I will be taking along for us, and also the things that are a little bit leaning more toward the kiddos and some of the things that they really like to have with them when we travel. So the first thing I want to share with you is one of my very favorite snacks, both here at home and on the road. And you've probably heard me talk about them before, especially if you follow me on social media, and that is the Wisps. So these are by Cello. It's C-E-L-L-O. You can't see the top because I've already opened these and ripped the top of them off. But these are Wisps. So these are Parmesan cheese crisps, and that's all they are. They're just 100% Parmesan cheese. This particular bag I purchased at Costco. So these are a larger bag. This is 9.5 ounce size bag. So you can see, in relation to me, how big the bag is. You can also get these at other stores. I believe Walmart sells them. I think I've seen them at Meijer. My Fresh Time Market, which is kind of an organic farmer's market type grocery store, also sells the Wisps, but they sell them in a smaller package. They sell them, I believe, in about a 2 ounce package similar to this. So you can see how much smaller this package is. So this brand is Fresh Gourmet. This is also Parmesan crisps, but these are much smaller. So the Wisps are about that big, and these Parmesan crisps are like little. So I make a cauliflower soup that I like to put these into. I'll just sprinkle some in. These are really good in place of like croutons on a salad, things like that. But you can certainly pop these in your mouth as well, and they're really tasty. They come in different varieties. So this is the Parmesan version, but they also have an Asiago cheese, a cheddar cheese, and I believe they might have another one, but I'm not sure. I have tried the cheddar, don't care for them that much, and the Asiago is pretty good. The Asiago is actually really good in the cauliflower soup that I make. And then a lot of things, I like to take nuts. I think a lot of people like nuts. This is one of my very favorites on the planet. Pecans are just one of my favorite nuts, and I love this brand. This is Front Porch Pecans. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them on their website. I have not seen any stores that sell these, so I'm not sure about that. But these are grown and packed in the United States. They are just pecans with sea salt. So yummy. I love these. Okay, and then I also love this Super Seeds brand. They have a bunch of variety of different flavors. They have organic, and these are not. These are just the natural, but these are non-GMO. So even if you don't buy the organic, you can rest assured that they are non-GMO, but they do have organic varieties. These are the sea salt variety. They have other ones. I can't think off the top of my head right now what they are. I've tried many of them, and I haven't had any of them that weren't good. They're all really yummy. This is another brand of pumpkin seed. This one is called Sunbiotics. This is a lemon teriyaki pumpkin seed. These are sprouted, so these are super yummy and good for you. Also like macadamia nuts a whole lot. These I get from my local Kroger store. This is Kroger's Simple Truth brand. So these are macadamia nuts with sea salt. Okay, so these are just dry roasted macadamia nuts. While we're on the talking about the nuts and seeds that you can take with you, I also want to show you this F-bomb. So this is a nut butter. This is a macadamia, pecan, and sea salt nut butter. They also have this in a variety that's chocolate where they've added cocoa to it. And then I think they have just macadamia nut butter with sea salt, which I've not tried, but I really do love. Pecan butter is one of my very favorite things. I always have a jar of that here at my house. I like the Artisana brand a lot. There's another brand I can't remember off the top of my head that I really like, but they're in glass jars. Not the most convenient for travel. So these are really awesome. They come in a package. This is just a plastic, little package. You need the package, get it all mixed up really well, tear the top off and just pop it in. And I did hear from this company that they are coming out with a jarred version of this. So I'll be keeping that in my pantry soon, I hope. So this is a really great thing to travel with. Another thing that is really good for traveling that I like and is very ketogenic and great for you, another whole foods option, is these olives. Okay, so I've got a couple of brands here. I've tried several brands. This Gaia, I really like this brand a lot. These are marinated in lemon and oregano. This is another really good one. This is basil and garlic. This is called Loves. The great thing about these guys is you don't have to refrigerate these, and you're not trying to figure out what to do with these olives to travel to keep them good to eat. You don't want to try to figure out like what container do you put them in. You don't want to bring them in the glass container that they come in the store. So these are really good options. Another thing I really love to travel with and snack on, and I snack on these at home just to make sure I'm getting in the iodine that these are providing. These are Sea Snacks brand, which this is a seaweed. And they are really good. The reason I really like these is it's non-GMO, they are certified organic, and they are in 100% organic olive oil is what they roast these in, and they have sea salt on them. So this is a really good brand. So this is kind of a smaller, like they're snack size, travel size. And I like to travel with those are fine, but I prefer actually to travel with this. You can see this is a much larger pack. So there's sheets of seaweed in here, but they're really thin. And so I often travel with a computer laptop bag. So I just slide these right in the side pocket of my laptop bag, and they're awesome. They stay great. They're easy to throw into a suitcase, that type of thing. And then I usually just pack a large gallon-size Ziploc bag with these. So usually when I travel, I just go ahead and put these down in the Ziploc bag. And then after you open them, you can seal them back up and keep them fresh and keep them from, falling out all over your stuff. So there's that. Another great thing I love to travel with, these are my favorite beef sticks. This is Paleo Valley's 100% grass-fed beef stick. Let me read that. So this is the garlic summer sausage flavor. That is my favorite. These also have probiotics in them, so it's just a really great company, really great brand. I love these. Another thing I like to travel with is just good old avocado, guys. So this is a great way to get in some fat, feel satiated, especially if maybe you're not getting a meal and it's meal time and you're feeling kind of hungry and you're realizing that you're not going to be able to get something that's going to be suitable for a while, or if you need to add this to a meal somewhere. I think traveling with avocados can be great. I usually just put these into like a soft-sided cooler with a couple of other things that we're traveling with just to help keep them not overly ripe for a little bit longer period of time. Other thing that I like to travel with, and I've got 3 different things here to show you, but they are oils. So there is this brand, the coconut oil to go with MCT oil, and this is kind of like a little almost cardboard paper package. The thing with this is unrefined virgin coconut oil. So if you like coconut flavor, you'll like this. But just note that this is strongly coconut flavor, okay? It's not There might be some things that you would not want to add this to if you don't want the coconut flavor. Then we have this brand here. Now they market this for your coffee. It's coconut oil and ghee mixture, but this is good on other things like steaks or fish. This is really, really good on fish. And my very favorite one that I like to keep with me at all times is this Super Body Breakthrough brand, and it is called Brain Brew. So this is just pure C8 MCT oil, okay? This is no flavor, no scent. So this does not taste like coconut oil. You will not get that kind of flavor. So this is really good on salads. I put it on salads all the time. If you guys see that, watch my social media, you know I go to breakfast. My girlfriend and I walk to breakfast once a week, and I always have this with me, and I put it on the meal that I'm eating at breakfast to make sure I'm getting lots of fat, very satiated in the morning after that breakfast. And whenever we do that, I never eat again until the evening with my dinner meal. And I think a lot of it has to do with this. It's extremely satiating. Another thing I really like to travel with, guys, is Lily's chocolates. Okay, this is the salted almond milk. My favorite are the dark chocolate. This one is one of my kids' favorites, so I keep this around for them especially. They've got some really amazing flavors that are out there, and they're all sweetened with stevia. So, and they come like this. All the bars have these little squares, you know, that you can break off. And the packaging says that one of these bars of chocolate, I mean, you can see how big this is, right? That this is 2 servings. I would bet you that you will be more like my family, and this will last you a very long time. We take 1 bar on vacation for like a week-long vacation for all of us, and we share this. It's, you know, we'll have like 1, maybe 2 little pieces a day. And so if you are having chocolate in your ketogenic lifestyle, this is a really good one to be able to have if you are not on board with the super dark, like 85% and higher dark chocolates. This is a really good alternative. Okay, and now I just want to, one more thing. So I love pork rinds as well. This is my favorite brand, 4505. This is their chili salt one. This one is too spicy for me. My husband likes the spice. I don't. I just like the plain old like pepper and salt, cracked pepper and salt, something like that. So I'm going to switch gears for a second and move to like kind of the more kid-focused things that you can take with you on your trip. So you guys heard my interview, my podcast. It was the last one I released. It was episode 51 with Tom King. He is the founder of Icon Foods. It was Steviva Brands. It's now Icon Foods. And he is the author of Guy Gone Keto. He's a great source of information for keto lifestylers out there, right? And one of the companies that his company, so Icon Foods, makes, they have their own foods, their own lines of different things that they make, and then they also they also make additives and ingredients for other manufacturer food companies, and one of them that they make them for is Quest Nutrition. So what I like about Quest is I like the quality of items that they make, and what they really focus on making sure that, yes, their products are processed foods. You know, they make the Quest bars, and they do make these chips, and they make cookies, which my kids say are like the best cookies. They just love those, which we're going to talk about some more cookies here in a second. But so they are processed foods, but in times where you can't eat whole, real food, sometimes you need to have these alternatives, and these are great alternatives. Now, this is a ranch flavored chip and a nacho cheese flavored chip. So obviously they're kind of going after the thought of Doritos, right? Like your ranch and classic nacho cheese Doritos. But they hit the mark with my kids. These are really good. It's a great alternative when we're traveling. A lot of times if we stop to fuel up the car, you know, it stops them from being like, oh, can I run in and get some chips, or, you know, whatever. We have these on hand, and they don't need to go in and get the bad junky chips, you know, cooked in the horrible oil with all artificial flavors and colors and all the terrible stuff that you don't want your kids eating. So these are a good alternative, and they really do taste good. I've tasted them, and they're pretty amazingly good for what they are. So switching gears to more of a dessert type item, cookies are a huge hit, not only with my kids, but my husband. I have other vices. Cookies are not necessarily my thing unless they're warm, homemade, out of the oven. Keto chocolate chip cookie, then I will indulge in those. But I don't really care for packaged cookies, but my kids and my husband do, so we usually have them with us. This is one of their favorite brands. I love this brand for the quality of ingredients that go into it. This is a peanut butter cookie. My husband says these are the best peanut butter cookies on the planet, bar none. This is their chocolate chip cookie, and these packages have 2 cookies. There's, 2 cookies in here. So these are really good. This is another brand that my family loves, are the Fat Snacks cookies. Now, I have actually never tasted either one of these brands. I mean, literally, that's how little I like a packaged cookie. I just don't care for them in general, so I never have the desire to eat them. But this is a Fat Snacks chocolate chip cookie. They also make a peanut butter and I believe a ginger cookie. And then the Quest Nutrition makes peanut butter. They make chocolate chip. They make I don't remember the other, maybe a double chocolate. Again, never had any of those, but my kids love those, and they're a much larger cookie. And my final snack that I want to share with you guys is cheese sticks. So my kids love cheese sticks. These really help to hold them off and have a good alternative snack when we're traveling. This is the Organic Valley brand. I like this brand, the organic cheese sticks. And you can get this one at Costco as well. So again, like I said, we'll take a soft-sided cooler. I'll usually put a couple of Ziploc bags, like quart-sized bags with some ice in them to keep this. We'll throw a couple avocados in that same bag, probably a bar of Lily's chocolate in another Ziploc bag so it doesn't get wet. We put all that stuff in a soft-sided cooler, and then we can reuse those bags. When the ice melts, we just pour it out and get some new ice on the road. Okay, guys, so I hope that helps you with your next out-of-town venture and feeling like you are going to be able to stick to your ketogenic lifestyle and get some good, healthy alternatives for snacks while you're on the road. All right, if you guys are traveling soon, I hope that you will use this. Thanks. Bye.